And once again, Inaki Williams was on target for Athletic Bilbao in their game against Granada, scoring back to back 3 goals in 3 games. And I must say, ahead of this 2023 AFCON, you guys are not ready at all for the Black Star striker. We're going to check out how he managed to score this goal, which was stopped after 17 minutes of action. Also, Black Stars winger Paintsil was on target for KRC Genks in their game against Paintsil, which they won by 3 goals to 1. Then we'll check out the performance of Mohamed Kudus in West Ham's game against Fulham. West Ham lost by 5 goals to 0. Don't tell anyone. Also, Lyon came back from their defeat last week to also beat Toulouse by 3 goals to 0, and Ernest Nyama was in action for that particular game. We'll also check out the performance of him as well as Yaw Yeboah, who inspired Columbus Crew to beat LAFC to win the MLS trophy. More coming up here, right here on Sports Update Ghana. Before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get right into it, starting off with Inaki Williams. And the Black Star striker once again was on target for Athletic Bilbao in their game against Granada. Well, how did he manage to score this particular goal? Well, it all started with his brother Nico Williams, who sent the ball to his teammate right on the flanks, and the cross was sent in, and Inaki Williams jumped into the air and headed it right home to give Athletic Bilbao the deserving lead in the game. The goal happens to be his 3rd goal in 3 games. He has scored in 3 consecutive games ever since he scored for Ghana at the international games. Well, so far, can you guess the number of goals that Inaki Williams has scored this season? Well, he has scored 8 goals in the La Liga for Athletic Bilbao, and when you add his goal that he has scored for Ghana, the Ghanaian player has currently scored 9 goals in the year 2023 for Athletic Bilbao and Ghana. Well, the game was abruptly stopped at the 17th minute after unfortunate news confirmed that one fan died during the game. So the game was abandoned and both teams returned to their hotels, and the Spanish La Liga FA will confirm when the game will continue. But the game is going to continue from 17th minute after it was abandoned due to the fan who died in Spain. So that is about it about the Spanish La Liga. Now let's go to the English Premier League, where Mohamed Kudus was in action for West Ham in their game against Fulham. Guess what, guys? West Ham lost the game by 5 goals to 0. Mohamed Kudus played a role in this game, starting this game, but unfortunately, well, West Ham did not get a goal at all in this game. Fulham defeated them by 5 goals to 0. Mohamed Kudus was substituted in the second half, and there was little for David Moyes' team to do in this particular game. Sad turn of events for West Ham. Well, the big games also saw the likes of Manchester United and Chelsea losing. Arsenal also lost, so it's not surprising at all that West Ham lost this particular game. But away from Kudus, let's talk about Ernest Nyama, who was in action for Olympique Lyon in their game against Toulouse in the French Ligue 1. Well, Ernest Nyama started the game for his team, that is Lyon, as they bagged 3 goals against Toulouse. Well, Ernest Nyama did not score a goal in the game, but contributed much in the game to ensure that Lyon ended up getting the 3 maximum points over their opponent at home. So that was how it ended between Lyon versus Toulouse, with Ernest Nyama getting some game time in this particular match. Now let's travel to Belgium, where Ghana's winger Paintsil was in action for KRC Genks in their big game against Paintsil. Well, the game started with KRC Genks scoring the first goal in the game. Then later on, Paintsil managed to score the second goal in the game, and this was how Paintsil managed to score this particular goal for his team, that is KRC Genks. Well, his team was in a transition of attack, and his teammates decided to send him a through pass right into the opponent's box, and Paintsil just placed the ball beyond the reach of the goalkeeper to score his 4th goal of the season for KRC Genks in their game against Paintsil. Well, KRC Genks went ahead to win the game by 3 goals to 1 against cast European. Well, Joseph Paintsil was substituted later in the match for his teammates, that is Christopher Ban, who also happens to be a Ghanaian player, to come on and finish the game in the 81st minute. So far, Joseph Paintsil has scored 4 goals with 4 assists this season for KRC Genk. 4 goals, 4 assists. Last season was able to get 32 goal contributions, scoring about 18 goals and getting about 14 assists over there. This season he has had a slow start to the season, but despite that, Joseph Paintsil is back to his goal scoring form, and hopefully we get to see him scoring more goals. Now let's wrap it all up with Black Stars player Yaw Yeboah, who plays in the US MLS League, and his team, that is Columbus Crew, made it to the final of the MLS after winning the Eastern Conference title, and they came up against LAFC, and well, Yaw Yeboah managed to score the winner that ensured Columbus Crew defeated LAFC by 2-0 in the game. Well, Columbus Crew was leading by 1-0. Then later on, Yaw Yeboah managed to fetch the second goal to give Columbus Crew that deserving 2-goal lead to win the MLS trophy. Well, Yaw Yeboah happens to become the second Ghanaian or third Ghanaian in history to have won the MLS Cup with Columbus Crew. The first players to be able to do that was Jonathan Mensah when he captained Columbus Crew to win the MLS League title, along with Harrison Afful and one Ghanaian player who is named Lalas Abubakar. A lot of you don't know Lalas Abubakar, but he also used to play for Columbus Crew, and he won the MLS title with Columbus Crew back in 2020. Fast forward to 2023, Yaw Yeboah has also etched his name in history by becoming one of the players to win the MLS title with Columbus Crew. Well, the likes of Latif Blessing has also won the MLS title with his team, that is Los Angeles also. Yes, Latif Blessing used to play for Liberty Professionals, and since moving to USA, he has spent time a lot in USA. But well, Yaw Yeboah is the man of the moment, and he won the title with Columbus Crew. So you can tell that Yaw Yeboah is extremely excited with this particular achievement that he has been able to achieve with his team, Columbus Crew. Well, that's our wrap up here on Sports Updates Ghana. Thanks for doing the watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. See you in the next one. My name is Joseph Adamafiu, and I'm out.